Matthew Reilly's Seven Deadly Wonders. This is in the U.S. published, but the rest of the world is Seven Ancient Wonders is the name. So this is the first of seven books in decreasing numerical order, 543 pages, billed exactly as Indiana Jones crossed with Uncharted. You've got, Jack West Jr. is the main character, and he is a military special forces guy who now studies ancient history. And so he is put in these impossible situations where it just seems like there's no way out. And of course, he has tools and friends and just different situations that he is able to encounter, and it's all wrapped in historical fiction. Lots of fun, and they visit the seven ancient wonders, or seven wonders of the ancient world. So the contest becomes that there's this celestial event, a Tartarus Rotation sunspot, that is coming to wreak havoc on the earth, and it comes supposedly every 4,500 years, and the only way to prevent the earth's surface from bubbling is to assemble the capstone above the pyramid of Giza, which has gone missing, known to history. So this is kind of where the historical fiction comes in, right? There's the missing capstone, and so they find the pieces, assemble them, get them up on the capstone, and they have the choice of doing two different rituals. One is the ritual of peace, everyone survives, everybody's happy. The other one is the ritual of power, in which one country, or the soil of your homeland, so I mean back before there was countries, but that country, that soil, the where from where it belongs, will rule for 1,000 years. So this is a tribute to Alexander the Great, and so they kind of like follow his trek across Asia and all of his fascination with Egypt and all that stuff. And so that's how they learn about the different pieces. Now, the main character is Australian, and Jack West Jr. Teams up with a number of other small nations to go up against two larger nations of Europe and America. So there's really three main groups vying for this to happen, and there's a couple of other players in there, so I don't want to spoil it. But all this is guided by an ancient word, the word of Thoth. And so it's an ancient language long since forgotten, and the only people who can read it natively are the descendants of the Oracle of Sinwa. So Europe was able to acquire the firstborn son, and throughout the lineage of the Oracle, there had only been one child born. This is in this situation, Jack West is present when a twin is born, and so Lily is the twin who can also read this ancient language and helps guide them through their quest and discovery of the ancient wonders of the world. And the wonders house each section of the capstone. So once they're all put together, then they can be used to save the world. So really cool, lots of fun. The forgotten language, each wonder is also guarded by trap systems. So there's lava that'll flow out, or a spike pit, or Indiana Jones style boulders. I think they even tongue-in-cheek reference that Indiana Jones in here. I think there's some Nazi references. They hunt, for pieces of the capstone, and there's a Nazi diary, all kinds of good stuff. Lots of historical fiction. And really, this kind of takes the Da Vinci Code a step further, in that they call the Catholic Church a sun cult. So if the Da Vinci Code wasn't your thing, this is also probably won't be your thing. But it was just a lot of fun, and I read a lot of Tom Clancy when I was younger. So this was actually recommended to me by a rocket scientist when I was a teenager. And so I went from Tom Clancy to reading this series, and they just finally published, Matthew Reilly just published the final book in this series. So that's why I'm rereading it. I want to see how the series goes. And I even got the chance to visit an obelisk that was pictured and referenced in this book in France. So just super fun. It's a great read. It's just an enjoyable adventure. And like I said, historical fiction, all right? Like this is this is good stuff. But yeah, so things I liked, it was wrapped in history. I really liked the Hanging Gardens. That whole adventure was a lot of fun. And I really liked the uniqueness of the different traps, right? It wasn't all just giant boulders rolling at you. Each one was, required some bit of knowledge, in addition to, athleticism and skill and, all that stuff. But some things I didn't like, it was kind of like, hey, secret history. Could all this tech, if everybody knew about this in the past, was it aliens that, gave us this capstone? But it just really made it seem like the History Channel gone awry, right? Like as the History Channel evolved, it went from like, general history to like, is this aliens? Like that kind of, that's the vibes I kind of got from it. But I dislike that all the trap systems were intact. Like I feel like thousands of years, some of them would have been broken, but I think the majority of them were intact, which is cool. Like, you can build things that last. The pyramids are an example of that, but a functioning trap system seems a little bit of an ask. But yeah, it was a fun story. It had me wrapped up. It didn't feel like 500 pages. It went by super quick. And these are super short. They're not even chapters. I would call them like blink sections. It's like some of them were even like 2 or 3 pages. So yeah, just kept, it's one of those like page turning adventure novels. So yep, great read, and I look forward to the next one. So as always, remember to buy your books used or digital.